Hammered, the Thor and Loki play, follows the intimate fraternal relationship between Thor and Loki, and it's the relationship that we're all familiar with. There's a lot of tension there. While one is the quintessential hero who's destined for greatness and one is the quintessential villain, they have a lot in common. I just immediately hooked onto the idea of teenage Thor and Loki and what their high school life might have been, what their classes might be like, and to explore their rivalry from that age all the way through basically even 5,000 years later. So it spans quite a lot of time. In my universe, Loki is not the bad guy. That's what was interesting to me, is kind of planting the seeds of, yes, their rivalry, and yes, he's a prankster, and yes, they drive each other crazy, but at the end of the day, there's a real fraternal bond between them. It's really just a story of brotherhood, family, and one big hammer. We wanted to create just a very small story that could pop up anywhere, whether it's outside on the quad, in a hallway, just basically anywhere that people would congregate to let people know about the origin of these characters. My origin play is a little more heightened than the play itself. It's kind of daffy and gonzo and a little more meta. We'll see if the laughs land. I think one of the exciting things about the Marvel Spotlight series is that it's using these characters as an in, using familiar characters and comic book tropes to get a little deeper. High schoolers getting their hands on this language, which to me is kind of Shakespearean. So instead of doing The Tempest, which is what I did sophomore year, and not well, these kids get to be Asgardians and use that language to explore these more modern themes. It occurred to me as I was writing this, because I was kind of channeling my 15-year-old self, who was a comics nerd and a theater nerd. And they have something in common, which is an inclusiveness. Both storytelling tools, and storytelling is fundamentally a way for people to show empathy, which I think in this day and age is a great thing. And so when I think about comic nerds and theater nerds coming together through the Marvel Spotlight project, it's just like an explosion of sweetness and enthusiasm and empathy.